Hey guys, so this, even though it's like the 23rd now, or 24th, depending where you live, this is the patch on February 22nd, so it's got all the new PvP duos and Catwoman content in, so this is the February 22nd patch. So this video and the next one is going to be part 1 and part 2 of just the Catwoman mission. So basically what you do to start it is you just go to the bottom of your quest log, and there should be a quest that you just complete, and then that will give you another quest code to catch a thief, which will let you start the quest line. There is another quest in there, and that's for Valentine's Day. So basically you got to talk to Willie the snitch or something like that. So I'm just running over to him. And actually, while I'm doing that, this patch, it did do quite a few things that a lot of people might not have noticed initially. I think one of them is the UI is a lot faster. It's a lot smoother in going out, so you can go in your inventory, you can go in your maps, and you can do it in a lot, well, probably double the speed that you used to be able to. There used to be like a second or two delay before you could, say, go in your inventory or quests, but now it's like instantaneous. The menu system is still the same, it's still a bit clunky, but it's a lot faster in reacting to what you do, which is good. So what we're going to do here is quickly find Catwoman, and you just have a small square that you have to find her in. This video is on 1.25, I think it's 1.25 times. Purely because the whole mission and instance is like 20 minutes or so, and I can't upload that in one file, so I'm going to split them into like two 8 to 10 minutes segments. So the second one will be up probably a little bit after this one. So you go, there's Catwoman, complete the quest Big Game Hunter, and then you have to go to the university, or not the university warehouse, but yeah, the university warehouse. What am I talking about? As you can see, they're actually going into the instance. I didn't cut anything out. It loaded pretty much instantly there, so the instances are a lot faster. It's got some guy here who's looks like he's trapped.
You gotta break us out. There's something loose in here.
Wants us to help him. So you just sort of burst through these walls. At this point, I wish I was a villain, because I don't even care about the people I'm saving anymore. I just kind of want him to die. So we just push through them. Have an annoying voice the whole time. Okay, there he is. So he's dead. And basically what we go straight in contact with is like the cat creatures. So these are the Tiger Lords. There's 4 different types of cats in here. There's tigers, panthers, cheetahs, and lions. Each have a boss that is of their type of cat, and they have like the abilities of whatever cat that is. So a cheetah is using a lot of speed abilities, the panther is kind of stealthy, jumping around, and so on. And I'm sorry about this bit, because I started the investigation and then talked to her, so for the first 15 seconds or something, it's like a double talking going over. But what she basically goes over, from what I gathered, is there's the 4 eyes that you have to collect, and if we don't help her get them, then the world's going to be very cat-like. So this is the first one, the Cat Eyes of Agility. Now, these are tigers. The Cat Eyes of Agility are the tiger boss. So you have to go through a bunch of small waves like this, and there's a Panther Lord in here who, as far as I can tell, you can't stun, you can't pick up or anything like that. You just have to take him down. He hasn't got too much health, and there's quite a few of them. The Tiger Lords, the Panther Lord, or basically all of the Tiger Lords and the other 3 wings equivalents can be stunned. They can be held in the air, like as you can see here. There's no problem in stunning them, so you don't have to worry too much. This is probably the hardest part that I found, because I wasn't expecting them to keep just randomly spawning, so I wasn't really looking out for it. But after that, once you know they're going to keep coming, it's you can save a lot more health. There is an investigation you can complete in here. I think there's like a blue as well, and I didn't really go for any of them after the second one. I didn't want to waste the time. So we go Panther Lord, they just appeared out of nowhere and started attacking me. And for those that saw my previous videos on my spec and like the weapons that I've been using, I have changed my spec for the solo content. So the spec that I showed in a previous video was for group content, and since this is solo, I go for a lot more of a damage-oriented ability. So I have my special electric stun in there, which does damage. I have the psychic resonance to do some AoE stun and damage. Because from what I'd heard about this place, there is quite a few ads. You fight more than one thing at once, as you can see here. And I'm also using pistols. I just got some in a hard alert, and I kind of wanted to try out pistols. The things with weapon types is there's no best weapon type. You know, a lot of people like hand blasters, and a lot of people might like rifle. But yeah, some of them have their advantages. Obviously, they'll have specific stats that come with them. Maybe one will have dominance, one will have crit chance, you know, something like that. But at the end of the day, it's whatever weapon you feel best with. If you have hand blasters and you're not having fun with them, you're probably just going to get slack and not do damage. You're going to kind of get bored with using them. So, I mean, if you find one weapon more enjoyable than another, I'm not going to say, yeah, you know, you shouldn't use that. Use this weapon because it's just over out better. If you don't have fun while you're playing the game, then the weapon isn't really going to be effective. You're just going to get bored of it. So there are quite a few waves, as you can see here, of tigers that you have to go through. They're not particularly hard. You know, when you have 2 or 3 of them, if you have 4 or 5 on you and you don't have any AoE abilities, I guess it could be pretty hard. So this is the boss fight when I get off that wall. Tiger Eye. Boom. He's like a tiger on steroids or something, because compared to all the other ones, even the lion, he's really buff. And he seems to think he's the king of the jungle, but I give that to the lion. But, you know, whatever he wants to think. He doesn't do too many abilities that I could gather. One of them is he sort of runs at you. Yeah, there he goes. He goes into a stance and runs at you, and then you just want to dodge that. He does summon a couple of cubs, tiger cubs, which are ads, 3 or 4 of them, and they die in about 2 or 3 hits if you're using an AoE ability, so they're nothing big. Pounds the ground like that, and he also does one where he sort of runs while punching, but other than that, I mean, they're the only abilities he really does. None of them are that effective. The only one you really want to dodge is the one where he runs at you. If you get hit by that one, it can do quite a bit of damage, but I mean, I don't know as other specs how hard this would be, but if you take a look at my health for this fight and my power, it's really easy. Like, he's nearly dead. I've probably lost 10% of my health, and I'm still nearly full on power. Now, obviously the power thing is because I'm a controller, so everything I'm doing is regenerating my power really fast, but there we go. Done. You get a green item for each boss and a blue item for the last boss. So I don't actually think this is a good item to use, but I equip it and unequip it just because I like having this style in my bag. And for those that took a look there, I mean, you can see the menu system is a lot faster in loading and closing. I don't know, you know, I'm pretty sure that I couldn't find it in the notes. I just saw UI improvements. So if you guys play this game, you know, definitely tell me. But that's just what I wanted to, well, tell me if you think it's faster. There's a couple of other things in the patch that I will also show, but that's just the Catwoman part 1, and I'll put part 2 up a little bit later. So thanks for watching, guys.